morning. It is definitely morning. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. I'm on my way down to the lake again for a few nights. Got my phone back again, so I'm all happy about that. A lot happier actually, to be perfectly honest with you. It didn't cost me as much as I thought it was going to be, and the insurance covered a little bit as well, so it's always a bonus, I must say. Yeah, big shout out to Carp and Kev down the Syndicate who let me use a spare phone. Really saved me a lot of anger, that did. Made things so much easier, to say the least. So it's not ideal conditions, I must say. Pressure's quite high. Wind's going to be blowing from east when I get there. It's going to flick round to the northeast, and the temperatures are pretty rubbish, to be fair. Slightly better than it's going to be next week, I suppose, but well, this high pressure's been around for about 3 or 4 days now, so I'm sort of always in the mindset if this high pressure's going to stay, which it is for the next week and a bit. I'm not used to it. I have to sort of feed at some particular point in time. And there's well, definitely a monster or two to be had out there. So you can only but come and try, see where we go, and yeah, be interesting. Not really sure I want to sort of set up. I don't want to be on the windy bank. I need to be on the sort of back of the wind, to be fair. It's one of the only thing I'm really interested in, to make sure I'm on the back of the wind, which in the northeast is not too bad. It doesn't limit me a little bit. Just have to see really. Very popular they are. It's quite nice to have day swims. Sorry about the wobbling thing, it's my new phone bracket. It seems to be very springy. So let's see how we go on this front. Yeah, the day swims are really, it's quite good having a lake with day swims, so and just it helps the day anglers sort of fish without feeling too guilty about setting up in a night swim. And it also gives them some interesting features and snags and things to fish that you clearly wouldn't be allowed to fish if you were doing nights and things. So it's pretty cool, really. I do use a fair few of themselves. I have done in the past. Just had a quick glimpse of the main car park, and nothing seems to be there. This is the side of the lake I'd like to be on. So I think it's going to be my first port of call, I do believe. See any fish and things like that. Right, turn the lights completely off. I'm going to park up and yeah, see what we do really. I'm going to park here because I think that's the areas I'd most like to fish. Didn't realise I still got you going. Anyway, this is the question. Do you fish here, which is going to be sort of completely on the back of the wind, that tree line over there, a little bit of open water out there, not too much, so be mindful of the other swims, or you go for a little bit of a walk around here to my favourite swim. And it's in there again. I've been trying not to fish that swim, to be perfectly honest with it. I've been trying to sort of move around a little bit, because I think that's something I need to not be living in the same old swim all the time, can you? Not really. Things that, what are we? Wednesday night, no one actually fishes Wednesday night. Okay. Interesting. We've got this swim, which is where I spend an awful lot of my time, and have done recently. I'm not really convinced the fish are sort of out here really. I think they're more right and possibly more left on the sort of like the water and fish really. And with the wind and blowing across, and that sort of swim I've been standing in 2 minutes ago, sort of across to the left, it's going to pick up to sort of 20 miles an hour, so fish seems to be behaving like they need the back of the wind at the moment, which is something they've not done in the past before. So, but I thought it's always good to get down and find you're the only one here. You've got the whole choice of really what to do. I think the fish rarely show themselves this time of the morning, so the chance of seeing anything is sort of zero really, I think. Yeah, it would be good, wouldn't it? Really would be good to see some sort of sign or something. I've actually got some bought zig kit and everything actually, would you believe? I tried it once last year, no success, but can't really comment on one go with a zig for 24 hours, can you really? Quite like the ideas of these swims really, because it's going to be blown over your head and sort of close to this bank. It's going to be no wind. I think I'd be a little bit happy if I knew there was going to be some sunshine really, because that would really pinpoint where the warmth is going to be. Grey days are just grey days, aren't they? There's no sort of real sort of, well, there isn't, is there? There's a nice little spot over there which sort of intercepts two swims really. Normally whoever gets here first gets the pick of that spot, but I'm not, don't know. No, another thought, gotta go out of this one. I said you need to hear or see something really. Right, I'm gonna put the phone down, put it in my pocket and stand in a few swims and see where we go really. Don't you love those colours? I just love it. Anyway, we've sort of settled on the first swim we went into really. Over the far side, the cormorant seemed to be sort of troughing around. I nearly went down the far end, but it would be northeasterly in the face, so not feeling the love for that one. What I'm hoping is by setting up here, I'm set up there, is that there's an entrance, there's a couple of entrances into the sanctuary bays and things which they might well be hiding in, and also there's a big sort of weed bed out there as well. So I'm hoping they come up that weed bed, fancy going back to the sanctuary, they'll come via me because I'm off the front of the entrance. I'm not tight, I don't fish that tight where everyone sort of else fishes, and I doubt you'll even tell and see. You might do, yeah, look, there's a bit of a Christmas tree going there with spoms in it, which is quite funny really. But yeah, so we're not heading for that area, we're heading for a bit further off. There's sort of, let me just get my finger out of the way, lol. There's a hump out there, and I like to sort of go either side of the hump, or in this case what I've done is I've put one on the right hand side, and then the other one's sort of a bit further away on the left hand side, but in the more sort of silty. So I've got one literally on the edge between the gravel and the silt, so hopefully as they come out to that level from the channel, they're sort of either going to go around it or everything like that. I am tempted, and I'm going to put a little bit of thought into it to whether I actually do it tomorrow. I'm sticking one sort of on the hump, which is 7 foot, whereas it's 11 around, so maybe they sort of transit straight out of that channel, thinking I'm not feeding, I'm just going straight out, and if they come across a bait they might pick it up. I do have my zig kit with me, so I'm going to have to put a little bit of thought into whether I do that. I don't know, I've not quite got the, I think the word is, I don't know, courage or something, I don't know. No one uses them on here, I don't think. I think actually one guy might, and he has had a couple of fish, but nothing sort of, well, don't know. I just need a little bit more confidence, don't I, really? I think that is the sums it up, really. I think I'm doing a social session sometime in sort of maybe next week, maybe early January, so if I do that I might just put, just for a laugh, just, you know, as it's social, it doesn't really matter, and a bit of entertainment, catch up and so forth. I might just chuck out the zigs and well, yeah, just see what occurs, really. But that's my swim. I haven't put any bait out yet. I'm going to do that this afternoon, sort of about 2 o'clock-ish. I think when it's sort of feeding time has ebbed away, I might sort of decide to do about 11 instead. Don't know, I'm going to sort of see what's sort of going on or anything like that, and take it from there, really. Right, as I said, I'm all set up. I've just got to sort out the inside of the bivvy, get a brew on, and we'll all be good, really. Right, fingers crossed, eh, folks? Let's have a go. Well, I've seen a few fish this afternoon, out and about, over the lake and everything like that. So I'm feeling, yeah, pretty confident, despite the conditions. I'm a bit concerned about the conditions. It's such a high pressure, and the northeasterly wind hasn't picked up yet. It's supposed to pick up later on tonight and into tomorrow. So we'll just have to see and hope, really. I've just literally got spombed out a lot of catalyst boilies, mixture of sort of 12s and 15s, and a couple of little 12mm catalyst pop-ups, one in white and one in pink, to try and sort of get a little bit of colour out there, a little bit of inquisitiveness, and sort of if we get the fish wandering around a little bit. So we'll see. Let's see how the sort of first night goes, and then take it from there and see where we end up going, really. Anyway, it's getting a bit sort of heading towards dusk now. Our temperature's starting to drop. I don't think it's supposed to be that bad tonight. I think it's next week when it's really going to get low again, and it's going to sort of start being sort of frosty and things like that. So hopefully the fish will sort of feel like a bit of a pressure change coming or something, and feel like a little bit of a feed up beforehand. If they don't, well, I'm going to be out again next week for a couple of nights, so perhaps I'll feel like a feed then. Don't know, really. It's this time of year, isn't it, really? We just, I just keep on coming and keep on going and keep on playing, really. You've got to be in it to win it, and you're not going to catch on the sofa, are you, realistically? So there we go. A little flick over, aren't we? There we go. Now I'll swim out there. So I've seen a few fish out there. I'm basically aiming, you've got those sort of 4 trees on the skyline quite high up. I'm basically aiming at the sort of second one in from the left, and then to the left of the other one, between the 2 swims. So you'll see the tall trees. I'll zoom in, which will, there's another chap set up over there. He came over for a chat, one of the other syndicate members. I'm sort of aiming at him, really, so hopefully they won't crack off. I'm not going that far out, but yeah, he's set up over there. I sort of spotted fish between him and us, and said basically, you know, if I was you, I'd head over there. You know, it could work in his favour, it could work in my favour, you know, because he can actually push the fish my way, which would be sort of nice and good. A sort of snag there to my left, which we always have to be mindful of. Most of the fish do sort of go under it quite nicely, so yeah, it's not too bad. So here's hoping the next 12 hours sort of pay dividends really. Got a little friendly blackbird hopping around, bless it. I haven't had a robin yet. Quite weird really. Might have had one sort of. Well, there's my blackbird up. Oh, I fed him a load of boilies and things like that, but I did have a minor disaster and actually zoom in on a little down there. Oops, that would be the wrong way. Yeah, just lovely having a little munch on my boilies. Crikey, that was a good one to get down there, really. But yeah, I had a bit of a disaster and knocked my bucket over, so as a load rolled down, I had to scoop them all out. So at one point I was spomming out a few bits of gravel, a few twigs and leaves and things. Oh dear, we have these moments that can go wrong, but there we go. It is life and it is fishing really. I do love a good firework display. Might even wake the fish up. Come on. Well, first night, 2 bream, that's all I really needed really. Both in the dark, which is great, so one on each rod as well, so the rods, well, they look pretty good this morning. So I've checked with the lines heading and everything like that, and I feel confident they're on the spot, so I know they hit the clip and I wrapped up right, so I don't plan on not doing much really. I'm just going to sort of like leave them there, refresh everything about 10, 11 o'clock, something like that, maybe a bit later. A tricky decision. I've got to try and work out whether to put a little bit more bait out, because I don't know what the bream have cleaned out. Because I'm sure they're out there feeding, so I'm sure a bit more bait needs to go out tonight. And hopefully I'll try and encourage them carp to get feeding really. They were a little bit active last night, so it's a good sign. There's a little bit of a sort of slight blow on the water now. The wind didn't really blow much last night, and it still feels quite sort of warmer over here. I'll flip the camera around and show you the lake in a little minute. But yeah, no, I'm feeling confident for a bite today, and yeah, it's not easy going on the mine on this syndicate, but it's that time of year for here. It always does this and then picks up after Christmas in the new year, like it has done previously for me, so I don't read much into it. You just have to keep coming, enjoy, and see what comes along really. Anyway, I think I just had a carp pull into the car park, so I might have to see who that is, because I'm sure they'll no doubt come for a chat. Right, I'll catch up with you later then. Well, it's looking all flat, calm and wonderful over our side. You can't really tell, but in the far side there's a good bit of wind blowing. I get the trees sort of rustling a little bit, so there's a good bit of wind around, and I can feel a breeze coming through here now, and it certainly puts a chill on your hands, I must say. But it's nice to be on the back of the wind out here. It's all flat, calm around in my bay and everything like that, so I'm feeling confident that if anything's going to feed and pick my bait up, it's going to happen over here. We'll just have to see, really. You know, you've got to be in it to win it at this time of the year, and that's when it's going to be, I feel. Forecast says there's going to be a bit of sunshine around sort of 11 o'clock this afternoon, so can't believe that, looking at what it is at the moment, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be quite pleasant, that would be. A little bit of sunshine, you know, warm the old cockles up, that would be quite nice, that would be. But we'll see where we go, whoever knows what it's going to bring, but there we go. Right, fingers crossed for everything, and I'll keep you posted. Well, it's the last morning. I wanted to tot up full bream, brilliant. I really thought along with the bream would come the carp, because that's generally what you find, but not at the moment, really not at the moment. I've got another few hours to go, so I'm forever hopeful. It's looking a bit more sunny next week, so I think I'm going to try and, it might be cooler, but there's more sunshine, so I'm going to try and get out for a night or two and see where we go from there, and that could well be the last trip of the year, but we'll have to see, definitely have to see. But this northeasterly wind is definitely fresh, and you definitely need to keep yourself in the bivvy a lot. I can feel it on my hands now because I'm sticking the camera out the bivvy door. It's there's a freshness to it. More easterly at the moment, which is a bit unfortunate for me, because I should have swung me probably a little bit more round, so it sort of does get sucked in a little bit, but there we go. Anyway, that is it for me, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall catch up with you